guys, what's up? It's Mariah. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my absolute ride or die products, and I 100% cannot live without these in my life. I hope that you can learn a thing or two from this video and hopefully go pick up one of these products from your local drugstore, because most of these products actually are pretty affordable and I would 10 out of 10 recommend them to a friend. Let's just say that. So with that being said, let's just get started. The first product I'm going to be talking about today is a face hammer, is what I like to call it. Basically it's just a dual-sided face cleaner. One side is for exfoliating and one side is for cleansing. And this was actually something new that I decided to try out probably like 5 months ago, I want to say, but ever since I started using one, I will not go back, because every single time after using this product, I feel so refreshed and my skin looks brighter and it feels softer than it ever did before, and I know that it's from this face hammer. Okay, I just know it. I have recommended this to a few of my friends, and every single one of them, including my boyfriend, is obsessed with this thing. It just, I don't know, it changes your life. And you always know that your face is clean after using it, and of course you should get a new one after probably a few months, but as long as you are cleaning it after every use, then it should be fine. But this would have to be the top product on my list. And I always start out the day with it, so I had to go ahead and place it as number 1. Alright, so the next product is going to have to be any sort of toner to use after you wash your face. Right now, I'm actually in love with this Clean and Clear lemon juice toner. And basically what toner does is it just kind of really purifies the skin and gets rid of any discoloration, which is primarily what it does for me. But I always have to use a toner after I wash my face and before I put on moisturizer, just because it really helps to smooth it out and it just kind of closes your pores a little bit. And this one definitely seems to be brightening up my skin, so I would rate it a 10, but like I said, any toner works. So I would just go to your local Target, Walmart, drugstore, whatever, and pick up a toner if you don't already have one, because it's like a huge change in a skin routine that can make all the difference. And then after I tone, about 3 times a week, I usually like to go ahead and use any sort of face mask, but I've always really been a fan of the Freeman face masks. Right now this is just the peel off gel mask. This one's really refreshing, but honestly I will use any face mask that I am given, so just try to use something that you know is going to be reliable and good on your skin. Of course you're not going to see a change in face masks overnight, but if you use them over a long period of time, frequently, you'll definitely start to see a change. So I like to use one, like I said, 3 times a week. And yeah, it's just become a very important part of my skincare routine, so I just thought I'd share that with you guys. And the next product I'm going to be sharing with you guys would have to be lip scrub. So for the past few years, I've been using this Lush Mint Juleps lip scrub, and I really like this flavor just because it reminds me of like mint chip or something, and after you brush your teeth, it's just the most refreshing feeling to have all of that dead skin off your lips and everything, especially if you're prone to chapped lips like I am. So this is basically a daily thing for me. I do it every single night when I get out of the shower. So basically this is just something I have come to be really dependent on, and helps me to feel like I have kind of a complete skincare regimen. Yeah. So this next product is something that I really only use during the winter time, but it is going to have to be this L'Oreal Sublime Bronze self-tanning mousse. I've used so many different self-tanners, and a lot of them can come out streaky or orange, but this one just does not seem to do that as long as you use it in moderation. I kind of like to blend it in with lotion, but this one is one of the most natural ones I've found, and I think it's because it's water-based. As you can see, it's clear. It's not brown like all of the other ones. So yeah, it's just something that I like to use during the winter just to kind of give myself a little glow. During the summer I don't really use it because I tan very easily, but for those of you who don't, this would be a nice little way to add a little bit of tan to your skin without overdoing it. And for some reason we all seem to feel a tad bit prettier when we have a tan. Don't know why that is, but this would definitely be a product I would recommend for that. And this is going to be the last skincare product that I have for you guys today, but this is going to have to be the NYX Micellar Water Stripped Off Makeup Remover. And for some reason, I just feel like this takes off a lot more of my makeup than like the Neutrogena makeup wipes that I've used forever. I just feel like this one kind of just hydrates the skin. If you don't feel like cleaning your face after a long day or night out, this is kind of a good way to take off your makeup and still kind of clean your face in a way. I mean, it's not really using cleanser or anything like that, but it really gets every ounce of your makeup off. So I just kind of put that on a little cotton round and use a few of those and I'm good to go. When it comes to makeup, I cannot live without my beauty blender. I do everything with this thing, so I am constantly throwing them out and getting new ones, but I just find this to be the best way to put on your makeup. I've tried using brushes, I've tried using the little oval smooth brushes. I'm blanking on what those are called, but I found that this is just the best way for me. If you dampen it a little bit and put your foundation straight onto it, you always get a nice glowy look that never dries out throughout the day because you do have that hydration in there from adding that water. So I just find that to be a really flawless finish to your foundation. And speaking of foundations, these are the two foundations that I cannot live without. So these aren't really talked about in a lot of YouTube videos, but I have always found these to be my go-tos. No matter how many foundations I try, I always come back to these two. The first one I'm going to talk about is going to have to be the Revlon Color Stay 24-Hour Foundation, and I use it in the shade Combination Oily, even though I have dry skin, but I find that their matte formula is not so extremely matte to where it dries out my skin, and it's just perfect. So I find that the Combination Oily would have to be the way to go. This one really does stay on 24 hours. You get the same flawless finish that you had when you put it on literally the entire day. So that one would definitely have to be one of my favorites. And then the other one that isn't really talked about would have to be the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect Foundation. This one is very similar to the Revlon one, except this one does not stay all day, but the finish is amazing. So if you're going to use this just for a few hours, just to go out, just for some photos, I would definitely say this one would be the way to go. And their shades are absolutely beautiful. Usually I find that when I wear foundations, they turn out a little bit orangey, and this one does not. It blends in perfectly with my skin tone, so I cannot complain about these two. And when it comes to bronzer, I absolutely love the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I mean, it's won People's Choice Awards, and it's known to be one of the best drugstore bronzers that you can find. It just looks like this, and it has a very nice tropical smell. Excuse mine, it's very used. But I just find that it adds a really subtle glow if you're not looking for that deep contour, and you can always pack it onto deeper contours and it always just looks great. So this would have to be my ride or die bronzer. The next product I'm going to be talking about is the Sephora Lip Plumper. It just looks like this. I absolutely love this, and I have to shout out my best friend because she's been using this forever and she put me onto this so hard. I'm absolutely in love with it. It has like some sort of satisfying tingly feeling that it makes you just feel like your lips are plumping up magically, but it's just kind of like a really nice gloss to add on to any lip color that you want, or just by itself, and it's not too sticky or anything like most glosses are, so I just find it to be an overall great product. Alright, so the second to last product I'm going to be talking about today is the wet brush. So I am sure that a lot of you have heard about this, but it is just overall one of the best brushes I have ever used. It rarely rips out any of my hair, even when there's like huge tangles in it. And yeah, this is about my fourth one because I've either dropped them in the toilet, stepped on them, sat on them, you name it, I've done it. So I'm on my fourth one. Hopefully this one sticks. And then last but not least is going to have to be my favorite candle of all time. It's from Bath & Body Works. It is Champagne Toast, but me and my boyfriend call it Champagne Poppy because, you know, it just sounds more bougie that way. But this candle, I'm telling you, gives off the most amazing scent ever. I cannot live without it. We have Champagne Poppy scented everything. We have wall inserts, we have car fresheners, candles, you name it, we have it. Sorry, I just have to smell it every time. But it is just amazing, and I would highly recommend getting this candle if you want your house to smell like holiness. Alright, and that's going to be the end of my Ride or Die products, and I really hope that you might go take a look at one or two of these things at the store because I'm telling you, they are just great, and I really hope that you can try them out for yourselves. So, thank you so much for watching, and be on the lookout for my videos on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays.